Multiplication with multi-digit with number chips. This is a digital lesson. It's a lot of fun for the students. They can move these number chips around their screen in order to solve the multiplication. And this one is the Christmas version. The lesson starts with explaining to students how to line up the numbers when they're multiplying. So they're going to line them up in the ones place just like they do when they're adding or subtracting. If one of the numbers has more digits, it's going to go in the top row. Now it shows students how to multiply a 3-digit by a 1-digit number. So they're going to start multiplying with the second number on the bottom row. They're going to multiply from right to left. So here it would be 3 times 3, 3 times 2, and then 3 times 5. And the next slide has an example of how to do that. So 3 times 3 would give you 9. So they're going to put a 9 down here. And then from right to left, then 3 times 2, which is actually 3 times 20, which would give them 6 in the tens place. And then 3 times 5 is 15. Students are going to start on slide 5, so they're going to move the number chips into place. Starts with some easier problems and then moves to much more difficult as we get to the end of the slide deck. Every slide has every number the students need. So as these problems get more difficult and they get to the end of a problem and the numbers aren't working, they know they've made an error somewhere and they need to go back and check. So in that way, it's self-checking. So here they're going to start with, from right to left, 2 times 3. They're going to click and hold on the 6. And there's 2 6s, so it doesn't matter which one. Then 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 2 would be 4. Now each one of these has a letter and a yellow heart. So on the very last slide, there's going to be a Christmas riddle. They're going to solve it by matching their answer to that letter that's in the yellow heart. Now the next one here, they've got 3 times 1, 3 times 2, and then a 2-digit, 3 times 7, 21. They've got several more to solve, moving from right to left. Then they're shown what to do when they have to carry a number. So here they have 7 times 4 is 28. They're going to place the 8. 8's going to stay here. The 2, they're going to move to the next column to the left above this number. And then when they multiply 4 times 4, they're going to get 16. And they're going to add the 2 to get 18. The 8's going to stay here. The 1 will move to the next column to the left above this number. And they'll get 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1 is 25. And here they get their answer. So then they're going to practice. The smaller numbers are the numbers that they carry. So here if they get 7 times 4, we've got 28. They're going to place the 8. They're going to carry the 2. Then 7 times 7 is 49, plus 2 is 51. They're going to place the 1, carry the 5. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 5 is 26. Carry the 2, leave the 6. And then 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. And that's how they get their answer. And again, they have to use every number chip, so if it's not working, they need to go back and check again. Now they're shown what to do when they have a second row of numbers. So here they're multiplying a 3-digit by a 2-digit. So this first row, they're just multiplying 312 times 3, and then 312 times 20. And since they're multiplying by 20, they have to start this row from right to left with a 0. Now they take the 2 products, they add them together to get their final answer. So students are going to be doing a few of those. Now a 4-digit by a 2-digit, a couple of those, a 4-digit by a 3-digit, and here it already has the zeros placed in this third row. There would be 2 zeros because they're multiplying by 200, not 2. And then the final problem, they have to place all of the zeros themselves. And when they get to the end, they get the Christmas riddle. They're going to go back and they're going to find all of these answers. If they've done this correctly, then they're going to find the answer and they're going to type in the letter that's in the yellow heart. and they will solve the riddle if they've done every problem correctly. So this is multi-digit multiplication using number chips, the Christmas version.